Okay, hello everyone. Hi guys, good evening. How are you all? Good evening, everyone. Good evening, guys. Am I audible to everyone? Am I visible to everyone? Hi, Sarat. Hi, Anu. Hi, Kiran. Hello, everyone. Good evening. Am I audible to everyone? Am I visible to everyone? So I welcome you all in this final part of PPB Final Marathon where we are going to discuss module A, B, C and D combined. So today I will be focusing more on A and C and D, right? Yes, there will be question from B also. So this is the final marathon and you know that tomorrow is your final exam. So I will leave no stone unturned for you all today. Okay, everyone. So kindly just please like and share the video to the maximum you can, whoever are watching this session. Kindly just please like and share the video to the maximum you can. Hello Manasi, hello Ranveer, hello Anu, hello Arun, hello everyone. So let's start discussing, I hope. Okay. First of all the important committees I want to tell you. First of all, I'm just want to give you all the important committees. So there are not much committees in the PPB, but yes, there are some important committees which you remember, which you need to remember, right? So first, I'm going to give you the revision of all the important committees. So the very first committee, we know that Narasimha committee. Narasimha Committee Phase 1 has been announced in 1991. Now, Narasimha Committee's recommendation according to the PPB, you will always remember that it is the merchant banking which is defined under Narasimha Committee 1991, right? So, asset classification, provisioning norms, income recognition of non-performing assets, right? These are all the important recommendation of Narasimha Committee 1991 phase. Then we have BP Kanungo Committee. Now, this committee is for reviewing the customer service standards, okay? Then we have SS Tarapur Committee. Three important things. First of all, it is the standard committee on the customer service in the bank. Then it actually lead to the establishment of Banking Code and Standard Board of India, which has now been replaced by Charter of Customer Right. But still, there are some important uh, codes which is still valid from BCSBI, Banking Code and Standard Board of India. Okay. Then we have Tandon Committee. Now, Tandon Committee, it introduced the maximum permissible bank finance method, three method of lending. All the first, second, and third method of lending. This has been recommended by Tandon Committee in 1974. Then we have Deepak Mohanty Committee, which actually reviewed the BPLR and it reviewed the base rate system. Okay. Then we have important committees. First of all, the PM Task Force Committee on MSME. So, according to the PM Task Force Committee for Micro, Small, and Medium Enterprises, there have been different recommendations, three important recommendations given to banks that you have to show growth in the micro and small enterprises segment. So all these three recommendation has been given by PM Task Force Committee on MSME. Then we have Kamath Committee. Now, KV Kamath Committee, it is for strengthening the micro, small, and medium enterprises credit monitoring. Then we have informal study group on priority sector, which actually defined the priority sector, which was formalized in 1972. Then we have a Ranga Rajan Committee. Now, Ranga Rajan Committee 1983, it has been established and it initiated the computerization in the banking system. Then we have Dr. C. Rangarajan Committee again, which recommended the ATMs at airport, hospital, railway, and branches. Okay. Then we have Ananth Ram Iyer Committee, which introduced the banknet. See, all these committees are very, very important for your examination. Again, I'm telling you, these are so important, these are so relevant for your examination, especially what are the recommendations of these committee. PPB, we expect less committees, but committees are still important for your examination. Okay, now next is the Rangarajan committee second. Now Rangarajan committee second, it actually recommended the branch interconnectivity. So in the first phase, it introduced the computerization in the banking level, and in the second phase it actually recommended the branch interconnectivity. Then we have Saraf committee. Now, Saraf Committee 1990s, it recommend the Infinet, Indian Financial Network. So, BankNet has been recommended by Anant Ram Nair Committee, whereas Infinet, this has been recommended by Saraf Committee. Now, we have Gopal Krishna Committee. Gopal Krishna Committee is actually for strengthening the IT governance, IS securities, right? And then we have Shri Krishna Committee. Okay, now BN Shri Krishna Committee, it lays down the 7 principle for data privacy framework in India. See, all these committees, 15 committees I have listed, which is very relevant for your examination, which you need to learn. Okay, every committee. Okay, so there is no irrelevant committee which I have written here. All the 15 committees are important. Just you have to learn these 15 committees and you are good to go for your committee section in PPP. Okay, everyone, done. Now this I will be sharing as a PDF for all of you after this class. Okay, now I think second which I need to tell you before starting the class is the priority sectors. Okay, now priority sector lending I have already explained you all, but again I am telling you, please revise the priority sector lending target, which is the March 2025 update, which are very very important for all of you. So don't miss out these priority sector lending updates. There was 3 to 4 question in the IEIFS examination, and I am hoping that there will be more questions in tomorrow's exam. Okay, so you have to revise the committees and PSL, these two last minute revision, and obviously we need to discuss some of the questions. Okay, now let's start doing the question. Chalo, let's start with the very first question, everyone. So very first question is a simple question, module D. I am starting. Which of the following statement about values is or are correct? Values are external norms imposed by society to regulate an individual behavior. Values are situation specific, can change frequently depending upon the context and company. Values are derived only from religious teaching and have no relation to societal or familial influence. Values are permanent and cannot evolve over time in any circumstances. Which of the following situation or statement is correct regarding the values? Chalo, start answering the question. So the correct answer is what? Everyone, please answer this question. Everyone, you guys, and everyone, kindly start liking and sharing the video to the maximum you can. Okay, so this is the very first question. Now I need answer. Okay, so this is regarding ethics. This is regarding module D, and I know ethics are easy, but still it is very confusing for all of you. Chalo, tell me the correct answer. Ranveer is saying B. Statement first, second, and third are correct. Okay, and everyone else? Manasi, Arjun, Kiran, everyone start answering the question. Where is Krishna? Vamsi Krishna. Everyone, I need answer, guys. So the correct answer for this question is what? The correct answer for this question is what? Okay. Now Anu is saying C, Kiran is saying D, and Mansi is saying D. See, first, values are external norms. No, first of all, values are not external norm. These are the internal, these are the core of human being. So first is wrong. Values are situation specific, of course not. These are universal. This cannot be situation specific. If you need to be honest, okay, you need to be honest in each and every situation. This is no situation specific values. This is universal, constant in each and every situation. Okay, Values are derived from the religious teaching, of course, note. If we talk about the values, the sources of the values are from different sources. Yes, religion is one of the aspect. Values come from family, values come from society, values come from religion, values come from culture. But if you are saying that it only derived from the religion, that is wrong. Fourth, values are permanent and cannot evolve over time. No, values are resilient to change. That is true, but the change happens over a very long period of time. Okay, so it evolves over a very long period of time. So if you are saying that it is permanent, no. So if we talk about the correct answer, all the four statements are incorrect. Very good. Yes, all the four statements are incorrect. Good, everyone. Okay. Now, next question. Customer identification procedure is mandatory when customer open a saving account only, any transaction above 10,000 is carried out, selling any product including third party product, or loading and reloading of travel card for value over and above 50,000, or customer changes the contact detail. Customer identification procedure is mandatory in which of the following circumstances? Now please answer this question, everyone, and please like and share the video. Like and share the video, guys, everyone. So customer identification procedure is mandatory. Everyone start answering the question. Devendra is saying C, Anu is saying C, Kiran is saying C, Benhar is saying A. So yes, if we talk about the customer identification procedure, it is mandatory if you are selling any product with or any travel or prepaid payment instrument for a value of over and above 50,000, then CIP is mandatory. So I have actually asked about the mandatory value. It is 50,000 and above. Okay. Now, next question. See, consider the following statement regarding the bank finance to factoring companies. Bank finance to factoring companies. Bank can extend finance only to those factoring companies which derive at least 50% of their income from factoring activity. Receivable purchased finance should form at least 50% of the total asset of the company. Factoring companies can include bill discounting under their factoring assets and income. The financial assistance extended by factoring company must be secured by hypothecation or assignment of receivable. We have to choose the incorrect statement now, everyone. Read out the question carefully and then only you need to answer this question, everyone. We have to choose the incorrect statement here, everyone, you guys, everyone. Everyone, please answer this question. Okay, Ranveer, Manasi, Benhar, Anu, Devendra, and anyone. Please answer this question. It's very easy, simple. Just understand what is asking in the question and then you need to answer, everyone. Then you need to answer, everyone. So the correct answer is what? So Anu is saying A. Okay, Manasi. Okay, Manasi is saying A. Okay, and everyone else? Start answering this question, guys. Devendra is saying D. Bank finance to factoring company. No, read out the question carefully. You can easily answer this question. So, bank can extend finance to only those factoring company which derive at least 50% of their income for the factoring from the factoring activity. That is perfectly correct statement. Nothing wrong. Receivable purchase finance should be from at least 50% of the total asset of the company. That is also correct. Third, factoring company can include bill discounting under their factoring assets and income. No, factoring company actually cannot include bill discounting. So bill discounting is actually kept separate from the factoring assets and income, right? So C is wrong. D. The financial assistance extended by the companies must be secured by hypothecation or assignment of receivables. That is perfectly correct. So, if we have to choose the correct answer, first and second and fourth, these are the correct statement. Third is the incorrect statement. So, of course, yes, A is the incorrect answer. Good, everyone. Yes, good. So A is the incorrect statement. Done, everyone? Done, Krishna, Arun, Devendra. Any doubt in this question? Ask. If no doubt, give me a thumbs up, everyone. No doubt? Good. Next question now. With reference to Atal Pension Yojana, consider the following statement. The scheme provides a guaranteed minimum pension of 1,000, 5,000, between 1,000 to 5,000, which is funded entirely by the central government. Individual who are income taxpayer as on or after 1st October 2022 are not eligible to join the scheme. Subscriber joining age as 40 can receive the pension benefit only after contributing for at least 20 years. The pension corpus is written to the nominee after the death of both the subscriber and the spouse. So we have to choose the correct statement. Everyone, everyone, please answer this question. It is simple, easy. Atal Pension Yojana. You need to answer this question. Okay. Atal Pension Yojana. You need to answer this question, guys. Everyone start answering this question. Guys, so the correct answer for this question is what? Everyone start answering this question. Simple question, easy question. You can all answer this question effectively, everyone. Okay. Okay. CAC. Okay. A. Okay. First, the scheme provide the guaranteed minimum pension of 1,000 to 5,000. That is correct, which is funded entirely by the central government. Now, this is wrong. Subscriber need to contribute to the corpus amount. So there is a corpus amount where the contribution is coming from the subscriber also, and the government also is contributing, which you reap the benefit once you have achieved the age of 60 years, because it is the Atal Pension Yojana, right? Now, individual who are income taxpayer are not eligible to join the scheme. That is correct. So this is wrong. This is correct. A subscriber joining at the age of 40 can receive the pension benefit only after contributing at least 20 years. That is correct. Because in Atal Pension Yojana, you will reap the benefit once you have achieved the age of 60 years. Okay. And if you died, sorry, if the subscriber died, right, then the spouse of the subscriber can contribute till the original subscriber reached to the age of 60 years. Okay. So, and then they can just reap the benefit. And finally, the pension corpus is written to the nominee after the death of both subscriber and the spouse. So if we talk about the correct statement, yes, second, third, and fourth, these are the correct statement, and first is the incorrect. So the correct answer is A. Krishna, Kiran, and Krishnakant. These are all correct, everyone. Yes. So A is the correct answer. Any doubt in this question? If you have, please ask. If you don't have any doubt, give me a thumbs up. Please like and share the video to the maximum you can, guys. Everyone. It's a request that you need to like and share the video to the maximum you can. Okay? Good. Now next question. Consider the following statement regarding the qualifying assets of non-banking financial companies, micro financial institution. Okay. A household with an annual income of not exceeding 1,25,000 in rural area and 2 lakh in the urban and semi-urban areas is eligible for the microfinance institution loans. The maximum loan amount shall not exceed 75,000 in the first cycle and 1,25,000 in the subsequent cycle. The total indebtedness of the borrower, including education and medical loans, shall not exceed 1,25,000. Loan above 30,000 must have a minimum time period or tenure of 24 months, and that can be repaid without penalty. Which of the following statement is correct? We need to choose the correct statement in the case of qualifying asset. Non-banking financial companies qualifying asset. Everyone start answering this question. Non-banking financial companies qualifying asset. We need to answer this question. So the correct answer is what? Okay. Anu, Ranveer, Krishnakant, Kiranbala, Krishna, Ramesh, Anu, and everyone. Start answering this question. I want all of you to clear your examination for tomorrow. Everyone, you guys, I am waiting that you all should call me and tell me what is actually the exam. Everyone. Kindly tell me, everyone. So the correct answer is what? Guys, everyone start answering this question. Okay. So Manis C is saying B, 1, 3, and 4 is correct. Okay. Anu is saying B, 1, 3, and 4. Ramesh is saying D, all of the 4. Okay. Ranveer is C. So either B or D is coming. Okay. And everyone else, you need to answer, each and every one of you. It is regarding the non-banking financial companies, microfinance institutions. So first of all, NBFC's MFI, I have told you that you are a non-banking financial company, right? Now, if you are a non-banking financial company and you are lending at least 75% of your total asset as a microfinance loan, then you are considered as NBFC's MFI. And so for all other NBFCs, it is restriction that you are allowed to lend not more than 25% of your total asset as a microfinance loan. Okay, so this is first of all the basic definition. Second important thing, an NBFC MFI is the only NBFC which are regulated by Reserve Bank of India. So this is the only NBFC MFI which are actually regulated by Reserve Bank of India, and it is also called as for profit microfinance institution. Okay, now a household where annual income doesn't exceed this in rural areas and this in urban areas, perfect. Okay, very important point. Remember these figures and limits. There can be question from these limits. Okay, remember these limits, very important. The maximum loan shall not exceed 75,000 in the first cycle and 1,25,000 in the subsequent cycle. Very important. Read and learn these limits. Okay, don't miss out this limit because the question can be asked from these limit. Okay, the total indebtedness of the borrower, including the education and medical loan, shall not exceed 1,25,000. This is wrong. It is actually excluding. In this total indebtedness, we have to exclude the education and medical loan. Excluding these two loans, the total indebtedness of a borrower doesn't exceed 1,25,000, and that's why it is wrong. But learn this 1,25,000 because this is correct, limit is correct. But you have to exclude the education and medical loan. Loan above 30,000 must have a minimum tenure of 24 months and can be prepaid without any penalty. That is also correct. So if we talk about the correct answer, first, second, and fourth are correct. Third is wrong. So A is the correct answer. None of you is correct here. None of you are correct. Everyone. A is the correct answer. Done. Done, guys. Any doubt in this question? If you have, please ask. And everyone, kindly please like and share the video to the maximum you can. At least just like the video. Whoever are watching this session, you have to like the video. Okay? Good. Please learn these limits. Very, very important. Okay, that's why I'm taking time in this question. These limits are exclusively important for your examination. Okay, Now, next, in the context of digital lending in India, which of the following statement is correct? Balance sheet lenders act as an intermediary between the borrower and lender without carrying any credit risk. Marketplace lenders provide lending capital and retain credit risk on their balance sheets. Peer-to-peer platforms are a clear example of marketplace lending as they match lender and borrowers without holding loans. Lending service providers include only banks and non-banking financial companies regulated by Reserve Bank of India. So you need to check the correct statement regarding the balance sheet or regarding the digital lending. We have two type of lenders, balance sheet lenders and marketplace lenders. Okay. Now tell me the correct answer, everyone. Tell me the correct answer. We need to check out the correct statement here, everyone. We need to check out the correct statement here. So the correct answer is what? Okay, Krishna is saying C, Benhar is saying C, Kiran is saying C, Anu is saying C. Yes, C is the correct answer. Peer-to-peer platform, these are the clear example of marketplace lending as they match lenders and borrower. So see, there are two types of lender. Okay, so when marketplace lenders are concerned, they only act as a intermediaries whose work is to just bring lenders and borrowers together. Okay, whereas balance sheet lenders like the banks, which actually lend from their own balance sheet and carry the risk of non-payment in their own balance sheet. So if we talk about the correct answer, C is the correct answer here. Everyone done? Very good. All of you are correct. Okay. So this is not very difficult. Now this, I have given you the digital ecosystem, lending ecosystem just for your preparation, just for reading out once again, because this is an important topic. There can be the question that can be asked that what is the difference between DSL and MPL? So you need to revise this concept again. Okay, everyone? Done? Krishnikant, Anu, good. Now next, see, read out the question and then answer. As per the Bank of India guideline, banks shall put in place an escrow mechanism where the exposure of the banking system to the borrower is 10 crores or more, 25 crores or more, 50 crores or more, or 100 crore and more. Now it is again important because the limit is asked. Okay, escrow account mechanism. It is required in which of the following cases where the exposure of the banking system to a particular borrower is what amount and above? Everyone start answering this question. So the correct answer is what? Okay, Krishnakant, Benhar, Kiran, Anu, everyone. Yes, very good. So if the bank is giving any loan to the borrower and that exposure is 50 crores and above, so there is an escrow mechanism system. An escrow account is an account which is managed by both the parties in a certain condition, right? So they are both actually managing the fund. So that is the correct one. So 50 crores and more is the correct answer. Very good. Very good, everyone. So the correct answer is C. Nice. Good. Next question. Consider the following statement regarding the legal entity identifier system in India. LEI, legal entity identifier system in India. LEI is a 10-digit alphanumeric code that uniquely identifies parties to financial transactions worldwide. Legal entity identifier is a subsidiary of CICIL and it is a local operating unit which is accelerated by GLEIF. Corporate borrowers having aggregate exposure of 10 crores and above are required to obtain the LEI and report it to the CRILIC. All the payment transaction value of 100 crores and above using RTGS and NEFT for non-individual entities must have a legal entity identifier code. We have to choose the correct statement here, guys. We have to choose the correct statement, guys. Correct statement. You have to just answer the correct question, everyone. So the correct answer is what? Very simple, easy question. You can all answer this question. Everyone. So Devander is saying D is the correct answer. D. D means second only is the correct answer. Okay. And everyone else? And everyone else, please answer this question. Krishna is saying B is the correct answer, means second and fourth is the correct answer. And everyone else, answer this question. Okay. Okay. Now again, it is a very, very important question. Again, legal entity identifier. First of all, it is a 10-digit alphanumeric code, first of all. No, it is not a 10-digit alphanumeric code. Everyone, we know that it is a 20-digit alphanumeric code. Very important thing. Don't miss out, please. Very important thing. Second, it is a subsidiary of CISL, okay, which is a local operating unit accelerated by whom? Accelerated by Global Legal Entity Identifier Foundation. Okay, so that is correct statement. So it is perfectly correct statement. Acha, corporate moreover, if you have the aggregate exposure of 10 crore and above, must have a LEI registration. No, for a corporate borrower, if you have aggregate exposure of 5 crore and above, then you must obtain a legal entity identifier registration and report it to the CRILEC. Fourth, all the payment transactions of values 50 crores and above, if you are using and doing it from RTGS or NEFT, you must have a legal entity identifier code. That is also incorrect. So if we talk about the correct answer, first is incorrect, second is correct, third is incorrect, fourth is incorrect. D is the correct answer. Anu is correct, Krishna wrong, Kiran wrong. Very, very important, everyone. Legal entity identifier. The whole question is very important. The topic itself is very important. Any doubt in this question? The topic itself is very important. If you have any doubt in this question, you are free to ask your doubt. No doubt, everyone? Yes. Now, next question. At XYZ Bank, the branch manager noticed that the beginning of the day process should be initiated on Monday morning. Okay, couldn't be initiated on a Monday morning. On investigation, it was found that on Saturday evening, the end of the process was not successfully completed due to a system error. The branch also has remained open on Sunday for a special drive to open a new account. Based on the situation, which of the following statement is most accurate? The BOD for Monday can still initiated since Sunday was a non-business day. The BOD for Monday can be initiated only after completing Saturday's pending EOD. The BOD on Monday can proceed as long as all the transactions are manually reconciled. The BOD and EOD process can run independently for different branches. So the correct answer is now. It's very easy question. It's so easy question. You can all answer this question. It's simple. It's easy. You can all answer this question, you guys. Everyone start answering this question. So the correct answer is what? Everyone answer. The correct answer is what? It's very simple question, guys. Very simple question. It is regarding the end of the day and the beginning of the day transaction. End of the day and beginning of the day transaction. Krishnikant is saying D is the correct answer. Okay. Pavitran is saying D is the correct answer. Kiran is saying B is the correct answer. And everyone else, I want to answer everyone. Kindly, everyone, just please share this video to the maximum you can. And whoever are watching this session, at least you have to like the session. At least you have to like the session, everyone. At least. Done? Okay, D. The BOT and EOT process can run independently for different branches. No, everyone, you guys. First of all, if we talk about the beginning of the day and end of the day operation, in a core banking system, the beginning of the day process depends on the successful completion of the previous day end of the day operation. Okay, even if one branch operates, okay, BOD, beginning of the day, must run for that day only after completing the EOD. Okay, this is all connected to the core banking system. So, if you are saying that it is independent or it is for different branches, not at all. So, the beginning of the day for Monday can be initiated only after you have completed the Saturday's pending end of the day operation. That is the correct answer, everyone. So the correct answer for this question is B, not D. Okay. So it is a core banking system, BOT and EOT. Again, it is an important concept for all of you to revise. What are the different beginning of the day transactions and both are the different end of the day transactions? Clear? Done? Okay. Next question. Temporary overdraft can be granted to the customers only when it is approved verbally by the branch manager. The customer provided a written request and a demand promissory note. The account has sufficient credit balance. Reserve Bank of India grant prior permission for each temporary overdraft. We have to choose temporary overdraft can be granted to the customer only in which of the following cases. Everyone, please answer this question. Please answer this question. So the correct answer is what? Very simple. Very simple. Temporary overdraft. Temporary overdraft. Very good, you guys. Okay, and that is actually a power of PPP. Bankers knows every important aspects of their banking knowledge. Okay, and that's what you are applying in this exam, and that is very good. Very good. Okay, so temporary overdraft it can be granted to the customer only when the customer provide a written request or a demand promissory note. So yes, B is the correct answer. Very good, you guys. The concept is given here, the temporary overdraft. Okay, if you are giving a written request or a demand promissory note, then in this case temporary overdraft can be issued. Okay, so the correct answer for this question is B. Very good. Okay, done. Any doubt in this question? Any doubt? Okay, next question is what? Say non-banking financial companies, microfinance institution are required to be a member of at least one credit information company of their choice, submit data to Reserve Bank of India directly instead of CIC, be a member of all credit information company and provide accurate data timely, shares borrower data only with the bank, not CIC, non-banking financial companies, microfinance institution. Everyone, please answer. Read out the question carefully, huh? Non-banking financial companies, microfinance institution. Everyone. Benhar, Krishna, Devendra, Kiran, Manasi. Okay, so Krishna is saying B, submit data to RBI directly instead of CIC. No, NBFCs, MFIs, they should become a member of all the credit information companies and provide accurate data timely. That is correct. So C is the correct answer. Very good. Now, NBFCs, MFIs, these are regulated by whom? NBFCs, MFI, these are regulated by whom? Everyone, please answer. These are regulated by whom, everyone? I want to have an answer from all of you. I have told you now. NBFCs, MFI, non-banking financial companies, microfinance institution. Yes, it is regulated by Reserve Bank of India. Good. Next question. Now see this question. First of all, let's just short it. Okay. I'm just shorting it. Okay. Hmm. Okay, now you need to answer this question, you guys. Everyone, okay, read out. Consider the following statement regarding the opening of the bank account of individual entities from Pakistan and Bangladesh under the FEMA, Foreign Exchange Management Act regulation. An entity incorporated in Bangladesh can open a current account in India after submitting valid business registration document without RBI's approval. A Pakistani national residing in India only on a valid visa and FRRO permit may open an NRO account provided prior approval from Reserve Bank of India. A citizens of Bangladesh belonging to the minority committee and holding a long-term visa may open an NRO account renewable every 6 months subject to a quarterly reporting to Ministry of Home Affairs. A Bangladeshi national visiting India on a tourist visa may open a saving bank account without RBI approval. We need to check the correct statement. Again, an important question for all of you, everyone. In this question, there are a lot of informations which are hidden. Now you need to answer this question correctly, everyone. We need to answer this question correctly, guys. Everyone, please answer this question. So the correct answer is what? Now Krishna is saying B, Anu is saying B, Manasi is also saying B, and everyone else. Pavitran is also saying B. Second and third is the correct one. Okay, what is wrong in first and what is wrong in fourth? What is wrong in the first and what is wrong in the fourth? Okay, first, an entity incorporated in Bangladesh can open a current account after submitting a valid business registration document without RBI's approval. No. RBI approval is necessary. So if you are an entity from a Bangladesh want to open a current account, you need to submit a valid business registration document. That is correct, but you need RBI's approval. Pakistani national residing in India on a valid visa and FRO permit can open NRO. Yes. Citizens of the Bangladesh belongs to the minority committee can open an NRO account. Perfectly correct. Bangladeshi national visiting India on a tourist visa can open a saving bank account here without RBI's approval. No, you need to have RBI's approval for in both the cases. Okay, so first and fourth, these are the wrong one, and second and third is the correct one. So yes, B is the correct answer. Yes, RBI's approval is must. RBI approvals is necessary. Good, everyone. RBI approval is necessary. Yes, everyone. Good. Okay, next question. Consider the following statement about the joint account operation mandates. In an any one or survivor account, any one of the account holder can operate it, and after the death of the one account holder or one holder, the survivor can operate the account singly without any fresh mandate. In a former or survivor, the first holder operates the account during their complete lifetime, and upon the death, the balance becomes payable to the survivor. Correct statement. We have to choose the correct statement, everyone. We have to choose the correct statement, everyone. We have to choose the correct statement, you guys. Everyone answer the following. And whoever are watching this session, at least just like the video, guys. At least just like the video, guys. Everyone who are watching this session, just at least like the video. Okay, second only is the correct statement. Devendra is saying, Anu is saying C, Krishna is saying C. Both are correct. And everyone else. See, acha, Devendra, what is wrong in first then? Benhard is also saying C is the correct one. Pavitran is saying B. Okay. Kiran is saying D. Now, Kiran, tell me what is wrong in both the statement. Tell me, Acha, what is wrong then? First of all, just tell me what is wrong in both the statement. Consider the following statement about the joint account operation mandates. Okay, in an any one or survivor account, any one of the account holder can operate it, and after the death of that one account holder, the survivor can operate the account singly without any fresh mandate. No, you need to have a fresh mandate. A fresh mandate should be issued only then, only after then the survivor can operate the account singly without. Okay. Second, a former of survivor, the first account holder, operates the account during their lifetime, and upon their death, the balance payable to the survivor. That is correct. So if we talk about the correct answer, yes, B is the correct answer. Pavitran is correct here. B. B is the correct answer, you guys, everyone. Okay. Done. There is very simple twist in the first, else the core is correct, anyone or survivor. But when the survivor is left, so they have to issue a fresh mandate, okay, before just operating the account singly. Okay, done everyone? Any doubt in this question? Okay, cool. Next question. In the context of delegation of power, mandate, or power of attorney, which of the following statement is correct? Fiduciaries such as executors and guardians can appoint agent to operate account on their behalf. Partnership firm, any one partner can independently issue a mandate to the third party. In a joint account, all the joint account holder must sign the mandate or the power of attorney for a third party to operate it. An attorney can freely delegate power even if not mentioned in the power of attorney. We have to choose the correct answer here. Very simple question. Delegation of power. We have to choose the correct answer. So the correct answer is what? Correct answer is what? Everyone. Okay. Yes. See, in the delegation of power, mandate or power of attorney, which of the following statement is correct here? Yes. In a joint account, all the joint account holder must sign the mandate or the power of attorney for a third party to operate it. Yes, C is the correct answer. C is the correct answer, everyone, right? So, fiduciaries such as executors and guardian can appoint the agent to operate on the account of their behalf. They cannot appoint the agents. No, in a partnership, anyone, no, all partners have to issue a mandate and sign it. A attorney can freely delegate. No, they cannot delegate the power. Okay, they cannot delegate the power unless it is mentioned in the power of attorney. So obviously in this question C is the correct answer. Next question. The case of Muhammad Hussain Sahab versus Chartered Bank Madras 1965. It is related to which of the following banking principle? Banker lien, right to set off, gardishi order, or banker customer confidentiality. This case is related to what? Muhammad Hussain Sahab versus Chartered Bank Madras case. This is related to which of the following principle? Everyone, please answer this question. Everyone start answering this question. Everyone, please answer this question, guys. So the correct answer is what? Okay, you are saying banker customer confidentiality. Muhammad Hussain Sahab versus Chartered Bank. This is related to what? This case is related to what? This is a very new question for all of you, na? This is very new question for all of you. Yes, Arun, very good. It is related to right to set off. It is related to right to set off. Now, I'm just telling you what is the case all about. Listen carefully. So the customer, Mohammed Hussain Sahab, they had two account in the same bank. Listen carefully. They have two account. They has two account or he has two account with the same bank. Okay, now, one it is at Madras branch and another one it has Karachi branch. Okay, so the overdraft account was at Madras branch, whereas the Karachi branch they have the deposit account. They both are the same bank, but there was a different account. Okay, different branches. Now he issued a check from his overdraft account, which is in Madras branch, but those checks were returned unpaid because his drawing exceed the overdraft limit. Now, the customer argued that since he had the sufficient balance in his Karachi account, the bank should have considered that balance and honored the check. Now, in this, the issue was, can a customer demand the balance in one branch be used to set off the overdraft at another branch, which is at Madras? Now, the judgment was no. The Madras High Court says that the customer cannot insist the bank to use the fund of one branch to cover the liabilities in another branch. These are separate legal units. So if you have the account in the same branch of the bank, then automatically right to set off that can be considered. But if you have two different branch and two different account at the same bank and you are insisting the bank to set off the balance because there is one balance which is there in that account, so you cannot reject the check, that is completely wrong. So this was actually the case and it is related to the right to set off. Everyone clear? Done? Yes or no? Remember this. Okay, so this case is related to right to set off. Done? Can we move forward? Next question. Can we move to the next question, guys? Everyone? Yes. Next question. A person of Indian origin refers to a person residing outside India. A, was a citizen of India or belonged to a territory that became a part of India after 15 August 1947, is a child, grandchild, or great grandchild of such person, or is a spouse of foreign origin of such person, but does not include citizen of which of the following country? Sri Lanka or Nepal, Bangladesh or Pakistan, Myanmar or Bhutan, Maldives or Afghanistan? Everyone. Now, in case there is a loan demand, whether the other branch account can be debited. No, no, no. See, set off can take place only at the same branch. That what I need to explain to all of you with this case. Set off can take place if you have a account of same type in the same branch of the bank. Okay, if you have two different, one is overdraft and one is loan account, or you can say one it is a loan account and another one is a saving account, but this is in the two different branches, you cannot automatically set off these. Okay, because these are considered as a separate legal entity. Okay, so the correct answer is P, person of Indian origin. They does not include which of the following. So yes, Bangladesh or Pakistan, obviously Bangladesh or Pakistan, because we know that India before independence, then it was actually same. Everything was same. 1947, then India and Pakistan, then Pakistan was divided into Bangladesh and Pakistan, right? So actually before 1947, all three were the same land, right? And that's why they cannot include a citizen of Bangladesh and Pakistan. So the correct answer is B. Done? Clear? Good. Next question. A traveler bringing foreign exchange in India must declare it to the custom in a currency declaration form, except when the total value of the foreign exchange exceeds $2,000. Only traveler check exceed $15,000. Only foreign currency note exceeds $7,500. Currency note or traveler check that not exceeding 10,000 or equivalent, or a foreign currency note not exceeding 5,000 or equivalent. We have to choose the correct answer. Everyone, again, it is very easy. You need to tell me the correct answer, you guys. Everyone. Currency declaration form. A traveler bringing in any foreign exchange into India must declare it to the custom in currency declaration form, except in which of the following condition. Except, I am saying except in which of the following condition? Yes. So Devendra, Tanya, Anu, Kiran, Krishna, Swarna, very good, you guys. Everyone, it is D, which is the correct answer. Pavitran, it is D, which is the correct answer. Swarna, so currency note or the traveler check, if it is does not exceeding $10,000 or equivalent, or if there is a foreign currency note which doesn't exceed $5,000, then if you are bringing in within this limit, you don't need to declare it in the currency declaration form. But if you are exceeding this authority or this limit, then you need to declare it into the currency declaration form. Important, the limits are important, so everyone remember, limits are very important. Okay, done. Good. Now consider the following statement under the liberalized remittance scheme. LRS, liberalized remittance scheme. Any individual can remit up to $2 lakh per financial year for purposes such as private visit abroad, except Nepal and Bhutan, gift, employment, or immigration. Second, any remittance exceeding this limit can be freely made without requiring period approval from Reserve Bank of India. We need to check which of the following is the correct statement regarding the liberalized remittance scheme. We need to check which of the following is the correct statement regarding the liberalized remittance scheme. Everyone, please answer this question. Hmm. Only one is correct. Any individual can remit up to $2 lakh per financial year for the purpose such as private visit, except for Nepal and Bhutan. Okay. Gift, employment, or immigration. Pakka it is $2 lakh. Pakka it is $2 lakh. No, it is actually $2,50,000, guys. I just change a little bit the limit. Okay. So if an individual, it can remit to $2,50,000 per financial year for the purpose such as the private visit abroad, employment, or immigration. Then so this, any remittance exceeding this limit can freely made without requiring prior approval from Reserve Bank of India. Now see this first of all. So as per the original question, I have given the 2 lakh limit, and the continuation, in continuation, I have given the second statement, any remittance exceeding this limit. This limit, now I need to clarify it. For example, if I have written here $2,50,000 limit, right? Now, if I have written this, then it is the correct statement. If I was taking the 2 lakh per financial year limit and in continuation to second statement, then second statement should also be considered wrong. So I should a little bit more clarify this question. I think $2,50,000 limit, any remittance exceeding this dollar limit can be freely made without prior approval from Reserve Bank of India. So that is perfectly, if we talk about the incorrect statement, that is also incorrect statement. You need to have Reserve Bank of India's approval. Sorry, यहाँ without लिखा है. We need to have the permission. Reserve Bank of India's approvals is necessary. So if an individual is remitting $2,50,000 per financial year, that is allowed. Okay. Second, if you are exceeding this limit, then you have to take Reserve Bank of India's approval. So both the statements are wrong actually. So if we talk about the correct answer B, both the statements are wrong. Yes, yes, yes. Exceeding RBI's approval is necessary. Oh, I am missing out the word without. I am missing out the word without. Okay. Yes, perfectly correct statement. Both are the wrong statement. Done? Any doubt in this question, guys? Kindly just please everyone like the video. Whoever are watching this session, at least just like the video to the maximum you can, everyone. Like the video, guys, everyone. Okay, done. Don't worry, Krishna, it will be coming in the questions. Okay, don't worry. Now, next, a teller at ABC Bank enters a cash deposit in the core banking system, CBS. Before the officer authorized it, a system message appeared. Transaction not committed, pending checker approval. At the same time, the customer's mobile transfer of rupees 10,000 reflected instantly in his account. Which of the following best explain this situation? Branch transaction in CBS follows maker checker authorization, while alternate channel transaction use multi factor authentication. Branch transactions are processed offline, while mobile transactions are online. Cash transaction doesn't require authorization. Mobile transactions are not validated by central database. Everyone start answering this question. Krishna is saying A, and everyone else. Hmm. Tell me the correct answer. Tell me the correct answer, everyone. Yes, it's very simple. I have told you this similar type of question I have asked you in the previous, means the last final marathon session. The branch transaction in the CBS core banking system, they use the maker checker authentication, while the alternate channel transaction use multi-factor authentication. Perfectly correct statement. Good. Next question. Which of the following is not a part of BOD process in core banking system? Simple, not a part of BOT. Starting instruction, execution, value, date, processing of the check, accruals, and account balancing for the previous day or salary processing. Not a part of BOT. Everyone. Which of the following is not a part of BOT? Everyone. Not a part of BOT. Everyone. It's very easy. Not a part of BOT. Yes, see, it is standing instruction execution BOT, beginning of the day. Value date processing of the check, beginning of the day. Right. Interest accruals and account balancing for the previous day, it is end of the day transaction. Now, salary processing BOT. Right. So, if we talk about the correct answer, C. Yes. C is the correct. No, 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 no. Salary processing is beginning of the day. Okay. C is the correct answer. Okay. Done. These are three BOTs. C is EOD. Done. Good. Next. Which of the following is not recommended measure for safeguarding bank asset, computer system, and maintaining data integrity? Which of the following is not a recommended measure for safeguarding bank assets, computer system, and maintaining data integrity? Granting all users full access to ensure work continuity, restricting users access to only application and file needed to their role, encrypting password files and changing modern passwords periodically, reviewing access level periodically through internal audit. Not a recommended measure. I have told you, not a recommended measure. We have to check which of the following is not a recommended measure. Easy question, not a recommended measure. Benhar Devendra. Not a recommended measure. I know that you can all answer this question. Everyone start answering this question. Which of the following is not a recommended measure for safeguarding bank assets, computer system, and maintaining data integrity? So the correct answer is what? Yes. Rest all are the measures. These are all are the measures. Okay. Granting all users full access to ensure work continuity. This is not. So if we talk about the correct answer, yes, A is the correct answer, everyone. Done. A is the correct answer, everyone. Done. Then everyone. Good. Next question. Consider the following statements about the core banking system, CBS. Consider the following statement. CBS allow all the branches of a bank to be interconnected through a central database, enabling customer to operate their accounts from any branch. CBS operates on a decentralized model where each branch maintain its own database linked only through periodic synchronization. CBS integrates multiple delivery channels such as ATM, internet banking, and mobile banking under one centralized system. We have to choose the incorrect statement here. We have to choose the incorrect statement. Meanwhile, answer this question. Give me a 2 minute break. Let the azan complete and then we will answer. Okay, give me a 2 minute break. Let the azan complete and then we will answer. Okay. Okay. So CBS allow all the branches of a bank to be interconnected to a central database. Perfectly correct statement. CBS operate on a decentralized model. No, it is actually connected to a central database. So it is actually a centralized model. So this is wrong. CBS integrates multiple delivery channel. Yes, that is correct one. So if we talk about correct answer, second only, because we have to choose the incorrect statement, right? Second only, we have to choose the incorrect statement. Every one of you are correct. Okay. What is green pin in context of a debit card? A permanent pin issued physically by the bank along with the debit card, a paperless instant pin generation, regeneration facility using OTP through various channels, a pin used for international ATM transaction, a pin that remain valid only for one transaction. What is green pin? Easy. What is green pin, everyone? Very simple. What is green pen? Everyone. Krishna, Arun. Yes, green pen is what? A paperless instant pen generation regeneration facility. Of course, B is the correct answer. Next question. Consider the following statement regarding the NRO, non-resident ordinary account under Foreign Exchange Management Act. NRO account can be jointly held by NRI and a resident on a former or survivor basis. Interest on NRO term deposit can be higher than comparable domestic term rate. Remittance abroad from NRO is not permitted at all. You have to choose the correct statement. Very simple question. We have to choose the correct statement, everyone. It's very simple. Answer the question, everyone, you guys. Very simple. And everyone, kindly please like the video and share the video to the maximum you can. Whoever was watching this session, please share the video and like the video. Everyone. It's very easy. It's very simple. You need to answer this question, guys. Yes, NRO can be jointly held by NRI and a resident on a former or survivor basis. Interest on NRO can be higher than the comparable domestic term deposit. Not at all. It cannot be higher, cannot be higher. Remittance abroad is permitted, is allowed under the NRO, because NRO is an account which is offered to the NRIs or PIOs who want to remit their foreign income to India, foreign remittances to India. So obviously, if you are remitting that foreign income to India, this is also allowed to remit outside India. Okay. So if we talk about the correct answer, only one statement is correct, second and third are wrong. Okay. Very good. Next question. As per Reserve Bank of India guideline, a non-resident can transfer immovable property in India to a resident only if the transaction is settled in the foreign currency in the seller's country. The transaction, ma'am, it is interest is allowed for the NRO or not. Interest is also allowed under the limit, but yes, interest can never exceed that much amount. So interest is also allowed to remit. Okay. Remittances is allowed in the NRO. All the remittances are allowed in the NRO, everyone. Okay? Done. Now tell me the correct answer. A non-resident can transfer immovable property in India to a resident only if, only if, guys. Tell me the correct answer. Only if B, Kiran is saying B, the transaction take place through a banking channel and the resident are eligible to acquire the property. And everyone else, I want an answer from each and every one of you. I want an answer from each and every one of you. Sorry. I want an answer from each and every one of you. Very simple question. All you can answer this question. Kiran, Devendra, Anu. So, a non-resident can transfer immovable property in India to a resident only if the transaction take place through a banking channel and the resident is able to acquire the property. Perfectly correct. B is the correct answer. Good. Next question. An Indian company receiving foreign investment under the foreign direct investment route may hold a foreign currency account with an authorized dealer in India, but such account must be closed within 6 months or when the need is over, whichever is earlier, 3 months or when the needs is over, whichever is earlier, 12 months from the date of opening, no specific time period, subject to RBI's intimation. Everyone, please answer this question now. Everyone, please answer this question. So the correct answer is what? Everyone, start answering this question, guys. You can all answer this question, everyone. Okay, Kiran is saying 12. And everyone else? And everyone else start answering this question. An Indian company receive foreign investment under the FDI route may hold a foreign currency account with an authorized dealer in India, but such account must be closed within Important question, huh? This is important. This is very simple, okay? Or you have to remember the month, the time period. Important, okay? So it is either 6 month or when the need is over, whichever is earlier. So A is the correct answer. A is the correct answer for this question, everyone. Done. A is the correct answer. Done, you guys? Done? Can we move to the next question, everyone? Okay, next question. A retail company discover a sudden dip in a profit due to the rising logistic cost. Instead of immediately slashing jobs or shutting down low performing stores, the management decide to investigate supply chain inefficiencies, renegotiate vendor contract. The goal is to stabilize operation without worsening the employees' morale or customer service. Which principle of business ethics is best illustrated by this decision? Integrity, accountability, prudence, or fairness? Everyone, please answer this question now. Please answer this question, everyone. So, the correct answer is what? Kiran, Krishna, Anu, Devendra, Pavitran, everyone answer this question. A retail company discovered a sudden dip. We have to choose which of the following best illustrate business ethics best illustrate in this decision. Which of the following business ethics best illustrate in this decision? Everyone start answering the question. So the correct answer is what? Okay. So yes, if we talk about the correct answer, not accountability, not integrity. Acha, tell me, what is integrity? Integrity means acting in a honest or transparent manner. Integrity is not aligned with this situation. Accountability means taking the ownership, not illustrating in this case study. Prudence, making informed and cautious decision. Whereas fairness means equal treatment, right? So this case study is all about the prudence. Okay, so C is the correct answer. This case study is all about the prudence. So C is the correct answer. Done? Clear? Everyone, clear? Good. Next question. Which type of network topology does MagNet follow? Star, bus, ring, or mesh? Very simple. Which type of network topology bank net follow? Very simple. Which type of network topology does bank net follow? Star, bus, ring, or mesh topology? Everyone. So yes, mesh topology is the correct answer. Simple question. Next question. Plastic money refers to coins and currency note, credit card, debit card for making payments, mobile wallets only, checks or demand draft. Plastic money, very simple. Plastic money, everyone. Krishna, Swarna, Arun, Kiran. What is plastic money? Yes. Plastic money is what? Debit cards and credit cards for making the payment. Easy question. Next. Mr. Ravi deposited 2 lakh rupees in a new FD account through a bank business correspondent. Okay. The BC issued a handwritten slip instead of a system generated receipt. Later, Ravi found that the amount was not credited even after several days. When he approached the bank, they stated that the BC hadn't deposited the fund yet. Which of the following best describe the situation under the Consumer Protection Act 2019? There is no deficiency in the service since the transaction was done through a BC, not directly by the bank. The customer must take up the issue with the BC personally. The bank is liable for the deficiency in service as the business correspondent act its agent. The issue fall outside the purview of the Consumer Protection Act 2019. Simple question. Tell me the correct answer to this simple question. Everyone start answering the question, guys. So the correct answer is what? Okay, Banhar is saying C. The bank is liable for the deficiency in service as the business correspondent acts as its agent and everyone else. Yes. Yes, perfectly correct. The bank is liable for the deficiency in service as the business correspondent act its agent. So yes, C is the correct answer. Good guys. C is the correct answer, everyone. Done? Yes, yes, done. C, C, C. Next, what is true about USDT 2.0 based on UPI? This is a PYP, okay? It allows mobile banking without internet on both smartphones and basic phone. It is restricted to the smartphone only. It requires separate USDT code for each bank. It replaced the need for any ATM transaction. USDT based UPI, USDT 2.0 based UPI. Everyone, please answer this question. Everyone, please answer this question. The correct answer is what? USDT 2.0 based on UPI. It allows mobile banking without internet on both smartphones and basic phones. Perfectly correct statement. So A is the correct answer. A is the correct answer. Done? Good. Next question. Next question is under the Reserve Bank of India Integrated Ombudsman Scheme 2021, non-scheduled primary cooperative banks are included if their deposit size is 10 crore and above, 25 crore and above, 50 crore and above, or 100 crore and above. Very simple, simple question, but important question because limits are always important. Okay, tell me the correct answer, everyone. Hmm. Tell me the correct answer, everyone. Limits are always very important. Tell me the correct answer. Everyone start answering the question. The correct answer for this question is what? Okay. A. 10 crore and above. Devendra A. Okay. Under the Reserve Bank of India Integrated Ombudsman Scheme 2021, non-scheduled primary cooperative banks are included if their deposit size is 10 crores and above, 25 crore and above, 50 crores and above, or 100 crore and above. So the correct answer is C. 50 crores and above is the correct answer. C is the correct answer, everyone. 50 crores and above, not A. It is 50 crores and above. Now, this is very important for you, everyone. This is very important, okay? All the limits are very important, you guys. All the limits. Done. Next question. Which of the following statement regarding the government business conducted by bank is correct? We have to choose the correct statement. Government business conducted by bank is correct. Bank can undertake any government agency business directly once they are nationalized without approval from RBI. Approval from undertaking government agency business must be obtained from CGA or Finance Department of the state government and also from the Department of Government and Bank Accounts RBI. Only public sectors banks are eligible to conduct the government business on behalf of RBI. Government business handled by the bank is limited to the collection of tax only, not payment such as pensions or treasury operation. We have to choose the correct option, everyone. Everyone, please answer this question. Very easy question. Now we have to answer this question. Kiran is saying B is the correct answer, and everyone else? Government business conducted by the bank is correct. Which of the following is correct? Everyone, whoever are watching this video, kindly please like the video. Kindly please like the video, guys. Whoever are watching this session, kindly please like the video. Everyone. Okay. Krishna is saying B. Double X is saying B. Krishnakant is saying C. So banks can undertake any government business directly once they are nationalized. No, even if they are nationalized, they need to have approval from RBI. Second, approval from undertaking, yes, that is compulsory. Only public sector bank, no, public sector bank as well as 19 private sector banks are allowed to undertake the government business. Fourth, government business handled by the bank is limited to the cash collection. No, it is not limited to the cash collection. Pensions and treasury operations, revenues collection, these are all the part of the government business which are conducted by Reserve Bank of India. So the correct answer is B, everyone. Done? Correct answer is B. Done, guys, everyone. Done. Next question. A bank manager of XYZ Bank received three separate requests for information about the customer account. A handwritten note from a local police officer inspecting the detail of Mr. Rohan Bank's transaction for last 6 months. A certified court summoned from a district court requiring production of certified copies of Mr. Rohan's loan account. A written notice under Section 133 of Income Tax Act. Okay, which of the following requests can the bank legally comply with and under what conditions? What conditions? You just leave this. Which of the following requests can the bank comply with? Everyone. Which of the following reasons or legal application the bank can just follow this? Everyone, please answer this question. The correct answer is what? The correct answer is what? Simple question, everyone. Yes. See, handwritten note from a local police inspector. The bank is not illegally complied with actually following the request of this local police officer. So obviously first is wrong. A certified court summoned from a district, yes, that is allowed. This is also allowed. So only second and third means B and C. B is the correct answer. Good, guys, everyone. Next question. Consider the following statement about BCSPI, Banking Code and Standard Board of India. BCSPI, established in 2006, ensures that the bank delivers service to the customer in line with the codes and standard, such as the Code of Bank Commitment to the Customers and MSC. The BCSPI was dissolved in 2019 and its function was transferred to the Customer Education and Protection Department. However, the code issued by BCSPI continue to remain in force. We have to choose the incorrect statement here. Incorrect statement, you guys, everyone. Just choose out the incorrect statement, everyone. BCI, BCSBI, Banking Code and Standard Board of India. We have to choose the incorrect statement, everyone. So the correct answer is we have to choose the incorrect statement. Okay. Second only is the incorrect statement. Okay. Why? What is wrong in the second statement? We have to choose the incorrect statement. What is wrong in the second statement? Everyone, tell me. What is wrong in the second statement? Hmm. BCI established in 2006. This is correct. BCI was dissolved in 2019 and transferred to the Customer Education and Protection Department, which issued the Charter of Customer Right. Okay, however, some codes are still valid or remain in force. Both are the correct statement. There is nothing wrong in both the statement. Neither one nor two is the correct answer because both are the correct statement. What is wrong in the second statement, everyone? Both are the correct statement. Indra Ramesh, actually, okay, just after the class, I will upload this particular PDF in the YT section of the Oliveboard. Okay, so you can just download the app. You go in the app YT classes. There, I will upload this particular PDF. Okay, as soon as I will finish the class, I will upload it. You can download it from there. Okay, done. So D is the correct answer. Both are the correct statement. There is nothing wrong in the both statement, everyone. Clear? Done? Okay, next question. Under the whistleblower policy for the public sector bank scheme, which of the following statement is correct? Anonymous and pseudonymous complaint are entertained under the scheme if they are backed by the strong evidence. Complaint can only be launched by the employees of the bank, and stakeholder, customer, and NGOs are excluded. The identity of the complainant is kept secret except in the cases where the complainant is found to be vexatious and frivolous, and action need to be taken against the complainant. The final action taken by RBI on a complaint is confidential and will not be communicated to the complainant. Please tell me the correct answer, everyone. Please tell me the correct answer here. Which of the following statement is correct regarding the whistleblower policy of the public sector bank? Which of the following statement is correct regarding the public sector policy of the bank, everyone? The correct answer is what? Public sector's bank policy, everyone. Okay. So Kiran is saying D. Bernard is saying C. Hmm. First of all, these complaints are not entertained. Okay, complainants can only launch by the employee name. Stakeholders, customer, NGOs, employees, anyone can file the complaint. Identity is kept secret. That is correct statement. Final action is taken by RBI is confidential. No, it actually is communicated to the complainant. The financial action, whichever is taken by Reserve Bank of India, this final action is communicated to the complainant. So the correct answer for this question is C. Yes, C is the correct answer. Next question. Mahatma Gandhi's philosophy of trusteeship emphasized that capitalists should act as a trustee of wealth because wealth is the solely the producer of capitalist individual effort, and they are entitled to enjoy it. Capitalists should donate a small percentage of their wealth to charity, but continue enjoying the remainder. Wealth should be distributed among all individuals, regardless of their contribution. Capitalist has a moral obligation to preserve and increase wealth for the benefit of society without expecting personal enjoyment. Everyone, please answer this question. Read out the question carefully now, फिर answer करो. Read out the question carefully and then you have to answer, please. Read out the question carefully and then you need to answer. Everyone. Okay? Arun is saying, see, wealth should be distributed equally among the individual regardless of their contribution. Acha. Arun, read out the question carefully. Everyone. See for the previous one. I think see for the previous one. Okay, so the correct answer. Acha, tell me, this Mahatma Gandhi's philosophy of trusteeship has its origin from where? This philosophy of trusteeship has its origin from where? Yes, this is very easy. It is actually capitalist has a moral obligation to preserve and increase the wealth for the benefit of society without expecting personal enjoyment. That is correct. Okay. So tell me, Mahatma Gandhi's philosophy of trusteeship has its origin from where? Everyone, please answer this question. Has its origin from where? Bhagavad Gita. Very good. The correct answer is B. Done? Clear. Done, everyone. Very good. Next question. What is the classification of loan account exceeding 500 million that are reported to the acrylic data platform? Everyone, please answer this question. Acrylic data platform. So the correct answer for this question is what? Everyone, start answering this question, guys. Yes, it is considered as the red flagged account. Good. Next question. A network system that monitors and control incoming and outgoing traffic based on a predetermined security rules are called as. Easy question. Very simple. This is easy question. Tell me the correct answer. Sometimes these one word questions are important. Hmm. Yes, that is firewall. Correct. The correct answer is firewall. Next question. Which of the following is not one of the key vision of Digital India program? Not one of the key vision of Digital India program, everyone. Which of the following is not one of the key vision of Digital India program? Everyone, please answer. Which of the following is not one of the key vision of Digital India program? Everyone. Digital India program, not a key vision of Digital India program. First, digital infrastructure as a basic utility. Yes. Governance and service on demand. Yes. Digital empowerment of the citizen. Yes. Promoting cash transaction. No. So this is not a key vision of Digital India program. Digital India initiative. All the important information is written here. We have to achieve the digitally empowered society by the year 2030. Now, there are three key vision area: digital infrastructure as a basic utility to each and every citizen, governance and service on demand, and digital empowerment of the citizens. So these are the three key vision area. Everyone done? Okay. Good. Next question. Which of the following payment system is not managed by NPCI? Simple question. Not managed by NPCI, NFS, NACH, Visa card, or IMPS. Everyone, tell me the correct answer. Now it's easy question. Not managed by National Payment Corporation of India. Which of the following product is not managed by National Payment Corporation of India? National Financial Switch, NACH, Visa card, or immediate payment services? So the correct answer for this question is yes, immediate Visa card. These are actually managed by the issuer companies. These are not managed by Reserve Bank of India. So obviously C is the correct answer. Good, everyone. Done. Good. Next question. Consider the following statement about 2007-8 global financial crisis and identify combination accurately represent the core ethical and systematic failure involved. The crisis was significantly triggered by subprime mortgage default, yet ethical failure in the securitization and credit assessment played a deeper role. Then presence of a moral hazard due to the implicit government guarantee incentive financial institution to take excessive risk without facing proportional consequences. Rating agencies operating under a performance based incentive system provide objective and conservative credit rating. Securitization of loan transferred risk from originator to investor, which eliminated all the responsibility of the originator and thus ethically absolved them of the consequences. You have to correctly represent and identify the core and ethical system failure which happens in the global financial crisis of 2007 and 8. Regarding that, which of the following statement is correct here? Everyone, which of the following statement are correct? Everyone, please answer this question. Swarna, Double X, Arun, Benhar, Krishna, everyone start answering this question. So the correct answer is what? The statement first, second, and third are correct. First, crisis significantly triggered. Yes, that is correct. Presence of the moral hazard. That is also correct. Rating agencies provide objective and conservating credit policy. Biased ratings are provided by the credit rating agencies. Securitization of the loan transfer risk from the originator to the investors. No. Actually, the risk was transferred, but the originator was ethically responsible for all of the global financial crisis consequences. So statement first and second, these are actually correct, and third and fourth are incorrect because of the ethical conflict and flawed assumption. So the perfect statement for this question is D, everyone. I have told you that the global financial crisis, it started from USA because of the conditions like the credit rating agencies provide the biased rating to different securities as well as the company. Then there was a very unethical lendings which was done, right? And it started from USA and spread in all over the part of the world. And India also has a very difficult and bad effect of the global financial crisis of 2007 and 8. Okay, good. Now next question. What does a debt service coverage ratio, DSCR, greater than 1 indicate about the financial health of a company? The company has insufficient cash flow to cover its debt obligation. The company is at risk of defaulting on its loan. The company has excessive debt compared to its cash flow. The company generates sufficient cash flow to comfortably cover its debt obligations. We have to choose the correct answer, everyone. Please answer this question, guys. Debt service coverage ratio, DSCR. If you have DSCR greater than 1, then what it represent about the company's financial health? Everyone. Anu, Swarna, Double X, Arun, Binhar, Krishna. Everyone start answering this question. What does a debt service coverage ratio, DSCR, greater than 1 indicates about the company's financial health? Start answering this question, guys. Everyone, start answering this question. The company has excessive debt compared to its cash flow. The company generates sufficient cash flow to comfortably cover over its debt obligation. So, more answers are coming for D and less answers are coming for C. Everyone, answer this question. Yes. See, if we talk about the debt service coverage ratio, what is this? It actually measures a company's ability to generate enough cash to cover its debt payment. Debt payment means both the interest and principal. So, whether a company has enough cash to cover its debt payment or not, this is measured by debt service coverage ratio. If it is greater than 1, means it has enough or sufficient cash to cover its debt obligation. And if it is less than 1, then it suggests the company may struggle to meet its debt payment for the potential lenders. Okay, so if we talk about the greater than 1, means it is generating enough cash to comfortably covers its debt obligation. So if we talk about the correct answer, D is the correct answer. Maximum of you are correct. Okay. Next question. Okay. Now, now this is already the previous class question. Tell me the correct answer, everyone. Quickly. Quickly tell me the correct answer. This is the previous class question. Repeated question. Quickly just tell me what is the correct answer. Read out and quickly tell me what is the correct answer. Krishna. Answer. Quickly read out and answer this question. I want a correct answer, everyone. This is the previous class question, huh? Pavitran is saying C and everyone else. Quickly answer this question. Hmm. The power of attorney is invalid because it cannot be both general and specific. So obviously C is the correct answer. Good. Next question. Correct. Choose the correct statement. NISTNet was set up in 1976 by National Informatics Center, a government of India organization. NISTNet is a satellite-based nationwide communication network that is a type of local area network. Third, NIC facilitate electronic delivery of service to the government only. So it is G to G only. Which of the following is the correct statement here? Everyone, Nesnet, which of the following is the correct statement here? Everyone, please answer this question. Which of the following is the correct statement here? Very simple question. You can all answer this question. Okay. Only second is the correct statement. D. Kiran. Krishnakant saying S. अब S पता नहीं कहाँ है. I don't know where is S. Krishnakant is saying A. Only one is the correct answer. Anu is saying A. Only one is the correct answer. Okay. Benhar is saying A. Only one is the correct answer. Okay. So let's talk about the correct answer. We have to choose the correct statement here. NISNet was set up in 1976 by the National Informatics Center, a Government of India organization. That is perfectly correct statement. NISNet is a satellite-based nationwide communication network that is a type of local area network. False. It is actually a WAN, wide area network, guys, and it delivers only G to G. False. So if we talk about the correct answer, only one is the correct statement. Only one is the correct statement. Rest second and third are wrong because it help in the delivery of services from G to G, G to B, G to C, G to E. Okay. It is a type of wide area network. In fact, it is the largest wide area network. NISNet is the largest wide area network, and it has been set up in 1976 by NIC, National Informatics Center. Okay, so the correct answer for this question is one only is the correct answer. Clear? Done. Can we move to the next question, guys? Everyone. Can we move to the next question? Okay. A farmer has taken a loan for a long duration crop with a crop season longer than 1 year. The installment of the principal or interest is overdue for 2 crop season. What will be the status of the loan? The loan will be treated as NPA as per the overdue duration for a long duration crops. The loan will not be treated as NPA because it is overdue for more than 1 crop season. The loan will be treated as NPA after 1 crop season has passed. The loan will be treated as NPA only after 3 crop season are overdue. Everyone start answering this question. Easy, you all answer this question, can. A farmer has taken a loan for a long duration crop with a crop season longer than 1 year. The installment of the principal or the interest is overdue for 2 crop season. Okay, long duration crop, 2 crop season. What is the correct status of this loan? The loan will be treated as NPA as per the duration of long duration crop. False. The loan will not be treated as NPA because it is overdue for more than 1 crop season. False. The loan will be treated as NPA after 1 crop season has passed. Perfectly correct statement. So C is the correct answer. No, no, no. For a long duration crop, everyone, for a long duration crop, 1 crop season, if you have missed, it become the NPA. Okay. And for a short duration crop, if, for example, 2 crop season you have missed, 2 crop season you have missed, then it is considered as what? It is considered as a short duration crop. Clear? NPA, non-performing asset. Clear? Next question. Consider the following statement regarding the garnishee order as applicable to the bank. Important question. Okay. A garnishee order attach only those funds which are due or accruing to the customer at the time of the order is served on the bank. Subsequent credits to the account after the receipt of order are also attachable. If the garnishee order is issued in the name of one joint account holder, say husband, it automatically attaches the entire balance in the joint account operated as either or survivor. When a lien is marked on FD, such amount cannot be attached under a garnishee order, but any excess over the lien amount can be attached. When a garnishee order is received, the bank should immediately stop payment from the concerned account and preferably transfer the attached amount to a suspend account until further court direction. Which of the following is correct statement? Read out the question carefully about the garnishee order and then you have to answer, everyone. Hmm. Everyone, answer this question. Karna is saying C, first, third, and fourth only. Correct statement regarding the garnishee order. Krishna is saying second and fourth only. Okay, read out the question carefully and then you have to answer. It is regarding the garnishee order, everyone. Kiran, Anu, Krishna, K, Swarna, Benhar, Anu, Krishnakant. Okay. A garnishee order attach only those funds which are due or accruing to the customer at the time of the order is served on the bank. Subsequent credit to the account after the receipt of the order were are also attachable. That is not correct. Subsequent credits. This first half is correct. Now, subsequent credits to the account after the receipt of the order are also attachable. That is not allowed. Okay, subsequent credits are not attached. Okay, now if the garnishee order is issued in the name of one joint account holder, say husband, it automatically attach the entire balance. No, not at all. See, if a garnishee order is in the name of anyone, it does not attach to a joint account unless it specifies all the joint account holder. So if it specifies all the joint account holder, then obviously the garnishee order will hold, or garnishee, the bank will hold the complete joint account funds. But if it is issued only in the name of husband or only in one, so it will not be attached to the entire joint account. So second is also wrong. Third, when a lien is marked on an FD, such amount cannot be attached to a garnishee order. That is perfectly correct statement. Now, a garnishee order is received when the bank immediately stop payment from the concerned account. Yes, and it can transfer to a suspense account. Perfectly correct statement. Third, first is wrong, second is wrong, third is correct, and fourth is correct. So, if we talk about the correct answer, B is the correct answer. None of you are correct here. B is the correct answer. Clear, everyone? Any doubt in this question? If you have any doubt, kindly ask. No doubt, give me a thumbs up, every one of you. If you have a doubt, ask. If you don't have any doubt, give me a thumbs up. Good. Next question is what? A company, StarTech Limited, enters into an agreement with an individual, Aman, who is 16-year-old, design a website. Aman complete the work, but the company refused to pay him, claiming the contract is invalid. Based on the Indian Contract Act 1872, which of the following is a legally correct statement here? The contract is valid since Aman performed the work and deserved the compensation. The contract is voidable because Aman is a minor and can choose to cancel it. The contract is void ab initio because Aman is not competent to contract. The company must pay Aman since unjust enrichment is not allowed by law. Which of the following is the correct statement? Kiran is saying C. Krishnakant is saying C. Pavitran is saying C. And everyone else? So the correct answer is what? Yes. See, we have to choose the legally correct statement here, okay? So, legally correct statement is the contract is considered as void ab initio because Aman is not competent to contract because Aman is a minor individual. Because Aman is what? A minor individual, right? So, if we talk about the correct answer, C is the correct answer, everyone. Done. C is the correct answer, everyone. Done. Okay, next question. Consider the following statement about forming the self-help groups. Okay, normally members in a group shouldn't exceed 30. Otherwise, registration become compulsory. Generally, all the members should belong to the family below poverty line. If necessary, maximum 20. Exceptionally, 30% are allowed marginally above the poverty line. Third, self-help group has more than one member from same family. We have to choose the correct answer, everyone. Choose out the correct answer, everyone. So you have to answer this question, guys. Everyone, answer this question, guys. Everyone, start answering this question. Okay, it's simple. It's very simple. It's very easy. Normally, members in a group should not exceed 30, otherwise registration become compulsory first. Normally, the member shouldn't be exceed 20. Generally, all members should belong to the family BPL and if necessary, maximum. Sorry, that is correct. Third, self-help group has more than one member from the same family, not allowed. Only second is correct. C is the correct answer. Okay. Next question. Company discovered. Okay, this is an easy question. Okay, quickly read out the question and answer. Just quickly read out the question and answer. I think I have taken this question in the previous class. Quickly read out this question and then you have to answer quickly. Very easy. Quickly just read out the question and then answer. Everyone start answering this question, guys. So the correct answer is what? Quickly. So the correct answer is what? Just quickly read out the question and answer. This is very easy question, very simple question. Yes. See, the correct no. Now let's take this question. A company discovered that one of its supplier is using unethical labor practice such as child labor. The management is concerned about the potential impact on their brand reputation. What should the company prioritize for holding its commitment to the business ethics? Now we need to choose the correct one. Continuing working with the supplier to maintain, not at all. Sever ties with the supplier sources from a more ethical provider accepting higher cost. Obviously, you have to sever ties with the supplier. Ignore the issue and focus. No. Conduct a thorough investigation and publicly disclose the finding, keeping the. See, now if we talk about first half of this is correct. Okay. While keeping the supplier temporarily, that is wrong. Okay. If we talk about the correct answer, B is the correct answer. Everyone, B is the correct answer. Anu, Krishna and Arun, these are correct. Okay. Next question. What is mobile money identifier MMID used for? What is mobile money identifier MMID used for? Everyone, very simple. MMID, it is a P by P, previous year paper question. MMID, everyone. MMID, it is simple. It is a previous year paper question, everyone. Mobile money identifier used for. It is a previous year paper question. So the correct answer is what? So yes, it is a 7-digit code used for IMPS transaction. That is perfectly correct statement. So A is the correct answer. Yes, all of you are correct. Next. Bank offer various non-fund services such as safe custody, escrow, and trusteeship. Consider the statement about these services. So these are the statements regarding these services. We have to choose the incorrect statement here. Okay. In a safe custody, the bank becomes the bailey when the customer remains the owner of the deposited item. In a trusteeship services, the bank manage assets or fund for the benefit of other but retain no beneficial interest in them. An escrow account involve a bank holding fund or documents conditionally until specific contractual obligations are fulfilled. Under safe deposit locker service, the bank guarantees the safety of the content kept inside the locker. We have to choose which of the following is the incorrect statement here. We have to choose which of the following is the incorrect statement here, guys. We have to choose the incorrect statement. We need to just read out all the questions and choose the incorrect statement, everyone. Everyone, the correct answer is what? Now you are saying A, first, second, and third. We have to choose incorrect statement, guys. We have to choose the incorrect statement. Now I am telling we have to choose the incorrect statement, guys. Incorrect. So the correct answer is we have to choose the incorrect statement here. Okay, so in a safe custody, the bank becomes bailey. Of course, the bank becomes bailey and the customer become the bailer, and the customer remains the owner of the deposited item. Of course, correct. Trusteeship, the bank manages assets for the benefit of other. Correct. An escrow account involve a fund holdings conditionally until specific contractual and obligations are fulfilled. True. Under safe deposit locker service, the bank guarantees the safety of the content kept inside the locker. Not at all correct. So if we talk about the correct answer, we have to choose the incorrect statement. Fourth only is the incorrect statement. Fourth only is the incorrect statement, guys. Done. Fourth only is the incorrect statement. Done. Okay, next question. Mr. Ramesh maintained two accounts with the ABC Bank, a saving account jointly with his wife, operation clause either or survivor, and a FD account in his single name with a lien marked against a loan. The court issued a garnishee order in the name of Mr. Ramesh attaching all the funds belonging to him in the ABC Bank. At the time of order received, the joint account has the balance of 2,50,000. The FD is of 5 lakh with a lien of 3 lakh, and a check of rupees 50,000 issued by Ramesh from his joint account is presented for clearing after the bank received the order. Which of the following action by the bank would be corrected as per the rules of garnishee order? Attach both the joint account and an entire FD of 5 lakh. Return the check unpaid and attach only 2 lakh excess over lien from the FD. Allow the check to be cleared since it was already issued before the order. Attach only the joint account balance and ignore the FD as it is under the lien. Just read out the question carefully, everyone. Now, already I have explained it by statement wise question. Now, this is a case study based question. You need to answer this question. Everyone, everyone. So the correct answer is what? Okay. Okay. Now you are saying C is the correct answer. B is the C. Mr. Ramesh owned two accounts with ABC Bank, right? A saving account jointly with his wife, okay? And an FD account in his single name. Okay. Now court issue a garnishee order. Now the joint account has a balance of 2,50,000, whereas an FD of rupees 5 lakh with a lien of 3 lakh. A check of 50,000 is issued. Now what is the action taken? First of all, attach both the. I have already told you that first of all, lien should not be attached with the garnishee order plus the joint account. If it is the name of single, you cannot attach the joint account fund to that particular garnishee, right? So if we talk about A cannot be the answer. Return the check and paid and attach only 2 lakh, which is in excess of lien from the FD. That is perfectly correct statement. You cannot attach this balance to the garnishee. Yes, the FD you can attach, but in excess of 3 lakh, because 3 lakh is the lien. So this is actually the bank's property now. Okay. So only 2 lakh. So if we talk about the correct answer, B is the correct answer because the check is issued after the bank receives the order. So you have to return the check unpaid. Okay. Done. B is the correct answer, everyone. Any doubt in this question, guys? If you have any doubt in this question, you are joined. You are all allowed to ask your doubt, everyone. No doubt. Now, next question. ABC Manufacturing Limited has a total borrowings exposure of rupees 50 crore from three banks. X 30 crore, Y 16 crore, Z 4 crore. ABC request Bank Z to open a current account from operational convenience. As per Reserve Bank of India's guidelines on current account and cash credit and overdraft facility, which of the following action is correct? Bank Z cannot open the current accounts in ABC is an existing borrower. Bank Z can open the account only with the approval from the lead bank. Bank Z cannot open the current account. Bank Z may open the current account if the total exposure is below 5 crore. Very simple. You have to answer this question. Very simple. You have to answer this question. Very simple. You have to answer this question now. This is again a good question. Everyone can kindly like and share the video to the maximum you can. Whoever are watching this session, you have to at least like and share the video to the maximum you can. Everyone. Okay. Now tell me the correct answer, everyone. B, B, B. Bank Z can open the account only with the prior approval from the lead bank. Again, just look out the question carefully. Very good question. Just look out the question carefully. I have told you that if you have the aggregate exposure of 50 crores and above, you have the restrictions of opening the current account. And the restriction is you can open the current account only in the banks where you have the exposure or where you have the loan facility. Second, that bank should have given at least 10% of the exposure. Okay, at least 10% of the exposure should be given by that bank. So you are allowed to open the account, current account, only in that bank who has given or which has given at least 10% of the exposure. Now from 50 crores, at least 10% is 5 crore. Means if the bank has given 5 crore above exposure to all of you, then you are allowed to open the current account in that bank. You is this ABC manufacturing is allowed to open the current account in bank X. This ABC is allowed to open the current account in bank Y. But because bank Z has only given 4 crore rupees, so this bank is not allowed to give the exposure to this ABC bank. So if we talk about the correct answer, bank Z cannot open the current account because the minimum criteria is not met. C is the correct answer. No, no, no. C is the correct answer. Now it is correct, everyone. Any doubt? If you have any doubt, ask. If you don't have any doubt, please give me a thumbs up, everyone. Clear? Remember this particular thing which I have asked you, right? Good, guys. Now, which of the following best reflect the ethical principle of treating others as you wish to be treated? Very easy question. Now tell me the correct answer, everyone. Very easy question. Tell me the correct answer, everyone. Very easy question. Tell me the correct answer, everyone. Start answering this question. Which of the following best reflects the principle of treating others as you wish to be treated? You should act in a way that should be comfortable having others act towards you. B is the correct answer. Good. Next question. Aisha takes a loan from XYZ Bank and offers her valuable artwork as a collateral under the pledge. Later, she defaults on the loan and the bank takes the possession. During this time, Aisha also asks the bank to hold her antique furniture for safekeeping, but this is not a part of any formal agreement. Which of the following statement is true regarding the bank right? The bank can sell the artwork to recover the loan amount but has no right over the furniture since it was not pledged. The bank can automatically claim the furniture as well since they have a banker's lien on all the item held in their possession. The bank cannot sell the artwork until Aisha repays the loan in full. The bank has the right to sell both artwork and furniture to recover the loan amount. Very simple question. Everyone, please answer this question. It's very simple and easy. You have to answer this question. Very simple question. Read out the question carefully. I don't want this answer wrong, everyone. I don't want this answer wrong, please. I don't want this answer wrong. Krishna, Kiran, double X, Tanya. Now, pledging agreement is only for her valuable artwork. So if Aisha defaults on loan, the bank has the right to sell the valuable artwork, but not the furniture. Okay, because the furniture is for safekeeping, it is for the bailment. Okay, now under the bailment you have no right to sell. Okay, so bank can sell the artwork to recover the loan amount but has no right over the furniture since it was not pledged. So obviously A is the correct answer, everyone. Obviously, A is the correct answer. Done. Next question. E-rupee cannot be issued for dash category. P2P, B2C, B2B, or none of the above. E-rupee cannot be issued for which of the following category? E-rupee cannot be issued for which of the following category? Everyone. E-rupee cannot be issued for which of the following category? P2P, B2C, B2B, or none of the above? So if we talk about the correct answer is it is issued in the category P2P and B2C. It is not issued for B2B. C is the correct answer, everyone. This is so simple question. And you have all given the wrong answer. This is so simple question and you have all given the correct wrong answer. It is not issued for C. It is not issued for C, B2B category. Okay, done. Next question. Features of the cash recycler machine are: cash recycler can accept cash from the customer and dispense it as well. They ensure the genuineness of the currency. Cash deposit is made with a debit or a credit card, and cardless transaction up to rupees 50,000 per day is allowed. Features of the cash deposit machine, everyone. Features of a cash deposit machine. Everyone, please answer this question. Features of a cash deposit machine. Everyone answer this question. Okay, cash recycler can accept cash from the customer and dispense it as well. Correct. They ensure the genuineness of the currency. Correct. Cash deposit is made with a debit or a credit card. No, it can be made with only a debit card, not a credit card. Cardless transaction of rupees 50,000 per day. No, it is for rupees 20,000 per day. So it is wrong. First and second is the correct answer. So B is the correct statement. Clear? Done? Everyone kindly just please like the video, guys. Whoever are watching this session, at least just please like the video, guys. Everyone. At least just please like the video, guys. Now, next question. Which of the following correctly describe the condition from a NBFC, non-banking financial companies, microfinance institution? Minimum net own fund of 5 crore or 2 crore if you are registered in the northeastern region with not less than 75% of net asset as qualifying. Minimum net own fund of 3 crore with at least 70% of the net asset as a qualifying. No minimum net own requirement but have a 90% of the net asset as a qualifying asset. Minimum net own fund of 10 crore with at least 80% of the net asset as a qualifying asset. Very simple. Correctly define the NBFCs, non-banking financial company, microfinance institution. Everyone, please answer this question. You can all answer this question. So easy. It's so simple. You can all answer this question. Okay. Which of the following statement correctly describe the condition for a non-banking financial company's microfinance institution? It's very simple question. Yes, of course, A is the correct answer. You should have a minimum net earned fund of 5 crore and 2 crore if you are registered in the northeastern region with not less than 75% as the qualifying asset. Perfectly correct statement. A is the correct answer. A is the correct answer. Okay, done. Yes or no, guys, everyone? Good. Next question. Choose the correct statement. The Enhanced Access and Service Excellence Program is driven by Indian Banking Association. Second, it stresses on data analytics, automation, digitization, foster in the private banks to improve profitability, access, asset quality, customer service, digital capabilities. Everyone, please answer this question. Very simple. It's a very simple question. Okay. Now tell me the correct answer. Yes. Enhanced Access and Service Excellence program is driven by IBA. True. It stresses on data analytics for a public sector bank. It is introduced for a public sector bank. Okay. Second is wrong. So only one is the correct statement. Okay. Done, you guys? Okay. So now let's take a 5 minute break, everyone. Let's take a 5 minute break, everyone, and then we will continue the rest of the questions. Okay. Let's take a 5 minute break, guys, and then we will continue the rest of the questions. Thank you, everyone. Let's take a break, everyone. Okay. Okay. Okay, everyone. Now I'm audible to everyone. Yes. Am I audible to everyone? Everything is clear. Can we start doing the questions, further questions? Okay, everyone. Okay, let's quickly jump to the next question. A court served an order nisi on XYZ Bank at 11:45 a.m. for the accounts of Miss Bright Trader having 3 lakh balance. A check of 75,000 was presented at 11:30 a.m. but not yet paid in cash. Later, 1,50,000 is deposited at 1 p.m. When the court issue order absolute, the bank should allow the check payment and attach 4,50,000 including later deposit, stop all the withdrawal, refuse the check and remit 3 lakh after order absolute, attach only 1,50,000 received after the order, allow all transaction till order absolute is received. Now we have to choose the correct answer, everyone. Everyone start answering this question. So the correct answer for this question is what, you guys? Everyone start answering this question. Everyone start answering this question. So it's easy question. All you have to do is to focus and then answer, everyone, huh? All you have to do is to focus and then you need to answer. Okay. Kiran, Swarna, Anu, Pavitran, Benhar, everyone start answering this question. See, court or serve an order Nisi at 11:45 and having 3 lakh balance, bright art that time. 75,000 check present but not paid in cash. Later 1,50,000 deposit at 1 p.m. Okay, so it was deposit later. It was deposit after the order Nisi has been received. Now when the court order absolute, the bank should do what? The bank should stop all the withdrawals, refuse the check, and remit 3 lakh after the order absolute, because for this amount, for 1,50,000, the garnishee order is not valid. Okay, for the future, whatever the future transaction, it is for not valid. Garnishee order is not for that future deposits. Okay, it is only be served at the time whatever the account balance it's presented. So at this time 3 lakh is presented. Okay, so you have to stop the withdrawal, refuse the check, remit 3 lakh after the okay, done. Yes, B is the correct answer. Good, everyone. Next, XYZ is a successful manufacturing company that have been operating for over a decade. Recently, some of its shareholders sold their shares to new investor while others decided to retire from their role. Which of the following statement best describe the XYZ in relation to its existence? The company may cease to exist if a significant number of shareholders leave. Changes in membership doesn't affect the company's identity or existence. The company will need to re-register if there is a change in its shareholder structure. A company's existence is dependent on the active participants of its shareholder. We need to answer this question, everyone. Very easy, very simple. Everyone start answering this question, guys. Okay, now start answering this question. Very simple question. Now start answering this question, guys. So the correct answer is what? Kiran, Anu, Double X, Pavitra, and everyone start answering this question. Okay. Now, all of you are saying B. Okay. Changes in membership doesn't affect the company's identity. Only legal dissolution can end his profession. Bilkul correct, perfectly correct statement. Okay. Next, a small business owner Arjun applies for a loan of rupees 30 lakh to expand his manufacturing operation. He has a good credit rating of 750 and The purpose of the loan aligned with the bank credit policy. However, during the evaluation process, the lender discovered that approve this loan put would would actually exceed, not just tell me this, would actually exceed the bank's concentration limit for exposure in the manufacturing industry. What should a bank do in this case? Approve the loan immediately since Arjun has a good credit score and the purpose is valid. Request additional document from Arjun to justify the loan amount. Deny the loan application on the potential breach of concentration limit regardless of Arjun's credit worthiness, or none of the above. Everyone answer this question. I have told you that approving this particular loan will exceed the concentration limit for exposure in the manufacturing industry of that particular bank. So in this condition, what need to be done by the bank? Everyone, what need to be done by the bank? Everyone start answering. Okay. So Krishna is saying C is the correct answer, and everyone else now start answering this question. And everyone kindly please like and share the video to the maximum you can. Whoever are watching this session, please like and share the video to the maximum you can. Everyone, like and share the video, guys, to the maximum you can. So the correct answer for this question is what? Okay, yes. See, Arjun has a good credit score. Good thing. Second, purpose is also valid, but if the bank decide to lend to Arjun, it will breach the concentration limit of that particular manufacturing industry, which is actually one of the biggest reason why the bank should reject this loan, even if Arjun has a good credit score, even if the bank's purpose is aligned with the particular loan purpose. But exceeding this concentration limit, they cannot afford it. So if we talk about the correct answer, C is the correct answer. Deny the loan application based on the potential breach of concentration limit. Okay. Next, evaluate the following statement about digital currencies and cryptocurrencies. Digital currencies provide complete transaction anonymity, while cryptocurrencies require users' identification for all transactions. Cryptocurrencies operate on a decentralized network, allowing public visibility of all transactions, whereas digital currencies are typically managed by a centralized authority. Which of the following option is correct here? Now tell me which of the following option is correct here, everyone. Digital currencies and cryptocurrencies. Everyone, please answer this question. Everyone, please answer this question. Everyone start answering this question. A is correct. Both the statement are true. Everyone else kindly answer this question. Okay. Krishna is saying B, statement one is false and second is true, and everyone else. See, when we are talking about the difference between digital currencies and cryptocurrencies, okay, see this. Digital currency. Now, I have already underlined this most important part of difference between digital and cryptocurrencies. Digital currencies are centralized and a group of people regulate the state of transaction in the network, while cryptocurrencies are decentralized. Okay. In digital currencies require the users to be identified, while cryptocurrencies are partially anonymous, protecting their identity. Digital currencies are not transparent And cryptocurrencies are very transparent because everyone can see the transactions. Already I have explained you in detail in the batch, in the class itself. Okay, now first, digital currencies provide complete transaction anonymity, while cryptocurrencies no, not at all. Digital currency, the user needs the identification, user identification is needed for the transaction, while in cryptocurrencies it provides the complete transaction anonymity, because cryptocurrencies, these are traded on a public ledger platform, these are very transparent. Okay, now cryptocurrencies are decentralized network, that is correct, while digital currencies are the centralized authority managed by Reserve Bank of India or central government. True. So if we talk about the correct answer, only the second statement is true and first is false. D is the correct answer. Yes, everyone, D is the correct answer. Done. Good. Next question is what? For anti-money laundering, the punishment would be rigorous for not less than how many years? Simple question. For not less than how many years? Very simple question, everyone. For not less than how many years? So the correct answer is for anti-money laundering, the punishment would be rigorous imprisonment for not less than how many years? For not less than how many years? It is for 3 to 7 years. In some cases, it can be extended to 10 years. So not less than 7 years. D is the correct answer. Okay. Not less than 7 years. Okay, next. Which of the following statement regarding the demand promissory note is true? A demand promissory note require a fixed repayment time period. DPN must comply with Section 4 of Negotiable Instrument Act. DPN doesn't require any stamp duty. A DPN can be signed by the borrowers before being filled and stamped. Everyone, answer this question. Easy. Start answering this question. Demand promissory note. Very simple question. Demand promissory note. Everyone. Very simple question. Okay. So demand promissory note is issued when the repayment time period is not fixed. Means that particular borrower says that whenever the borrower demand, you need, whenever the lender demand, you need to repay the amount. Okay, and that's why a DPN must comply with Section 4 of Negotiable Instrument Act. That is perfectly correct statement. Rest all are the wrong statement. Okay, good. Next question. Now next question is which of the following best describe a charge card? Which of the following best describe a charge card? Charge card allows the cardholder to carry a balance from month to month and incur interest with a low annual fee. Charge card requires the cardholder to pay the balance in full every month, usually without interest, and come with a high annual fee. A charge card allows the cardholder to accumulate a balance and pay a partial amount over time with interest charge on the remaining balance. A charge card is a type of credit card where the cardholder can make purchases but must pay off the balance immediately after each transaction. Everyone. What is a charge card? Already I have explained you. Already I have explained to all of you. Charge card, yes, it requires the card holder to pay the balance in full every month, and it comes with a high annual fee. Yes, B is the correct answer. And regarding the charge card, the holder is given 25 to 50 days to credit his account, and if there is a insufficient fund at the time of debit, right? So this is regarding the charge card, all the important information. Okay, next question. Ravi open a account. Okay, OTP based Aadhaar KYC means non face to face account. Okay, his account balance reaches 1.2 lakh. He has received credit of 1.5 lakh. He applies for a loan of 50,000. By April next year, he haven't submit the officially valid document. Which of the following action the bank must take as per the RBI regulation? Allow only the term loan but restrict further credit in the saving account. Make the deposit account non-operational but continue the term loan. Close the deposit account and disallow further dispersal of the term loan. Only freeze the excess 20,000 from the deposit account and seek declaration again. Everyone. Easy question. Easy question now. This is an easy question. Tell me the correct answer, everyone. Tell me the correct answer. Very easy, simple question. Already I have told you. Very easy, very simple question. Everyone, start answering this question. Okay. So first of all, his account balance reaches 1.2 lakh. Balance exceed. So they have to submit the officially valid document immediately. Okay, else the account will become non-operational because the account balance exceed the limit of 1 lakh. He has received a credit of 1.5 lakh. Okay, then he applies for a loan of 50,000, which is within the limit because term loan of 60,000 is allowed. But see, by April next year, he hasn't submitted any official valid document because his account balance exceed the limit of 1 lakh. He has to immediately submit the officially valid document, right? But by 1 year, he hasn't submitted any officially valid document. So in this case, the bank need to close the deposit account and disallow any further dispersal, right? So if we talk about the correct answer, yes, C is the correct answer, everyone. C is the correct answer. Done, you guys? Next question. Meenal Gem is a exporter, eligible exporter under the FTP. Okay, this is again the PYP. Okay, operate a diamond dollar account with an authorized dealer. Evaluate the following transactions: credit proceed in USD from a local sale of rough diamonds. Request a dollar loan for pre-shipment finance. Proceed to be credited to DDA. Request interest payout to the DDA balance on maintaining a minimum monthly average balance of $25,000. Use DDA for making the payment for the purchasing of precious metal. Transfer the fund from DDA to INR current account. So as per the guidelines of Reserve Bank of India, which of the following transactions are allowed? Which of the following transactions are allowed as per the guidelines of Reserve Bank of India? Everyone, which are allowed? Everyone, please answer this question. Which of the followings are allowed? Everyone, start answering this question. Okay, tell me the correct answer, everyone. Very easy question. All you have to do is to tell the answer, everyone, you guys. Okay, no, you are saying A, B, and E. A is the correct answer, okay? Credit proceeds in dollar from a local sale of rough diamond allowed. Request from a dollar loan allowed. Request interest payout no, because it is a current account. In current account, no interest is allowed. DDA for making the payment of precious metal not allowed. Transfer dollar from DDA to NIR account allowed. A, D, and E. A, B, and E. Correct. A is the correct answer. Very good. Very good, you guys. Good. Next question. Nisha purchased a new electric kettle for a online store. Upon receiving it, she noticed that the kettle was damaged and has exposed wire. Concerned about her safety, she immediately contacted the seller to report the issue. The seller assured her that the kettle was safe to use and offered no solution for a return or replacement. Later, Nisha discovered that the kettle has been recalled due to the safety issues, and then many consumers have been hurt. What is the customer right which is violated in this situation? Right to safety, right to choose, right to knowledge, or right to compensation? Very simple. Everyone, which is actually compromised here? Everyone, which is compromised here? Everyone, what is compromised here in this case? Read out the statement carefully. Yes, Krishna is saying A, Pavitran is saying A, Kiran is also saying A. Right. So if we talk about in this particular case study, yes, the right to safety has been compromised. Good. Yes, right to safety has been compromised because In this case, the product has been pulled off from the market because of the safety issues. So right, oh, safety has been compromised here. Right to safety. Okay. Which of the following best describe the fund-based credit facility? Everyone, read out the question and answer. Fund-based credit facility. Read out the question and then answer. Which of the following best describe the fund-based credit facility? Everyone start answering this question. So the correct answer is fund-based credit facility provided by bank and financial institution. Everyone. Fund-based credit facility. Very simple. This involves the extension of credit in the form of guarantee or letter of credit. No, this is non-fund based facility. This is non-fund based. Okay. Now, they refer to the financial arrangements where actual funds are lent directly to the borrower for a specific purpose. Yes, true. B is the correct answer. B is the correct answer. Done? Yes, B is the correct answer. Good. Next question. Which of the following statement about DigiLocker is true? Everyone. DigiLocker. Which of the following statement about DigiLocker is true? Very simple, easy question. DigiLocker. Which of the following statement about DigiLocker is true? Everyone. Very simple, right? DigiLocker allows user to create, share, and validate important documents in a cloud-based environment. Of course, B is the correct answer, right? Yes, B is the correct answer. So if we talk about the correct answer, B is the correct answer. Done. Good. Next question. ABC Bank offer a portfolio management services to its net worth client. Okay. 1 crore is deposit requesting the bank to invest in the short term call money. Okay. The bank assure the minimum return of 8%. Later, the bank decide to transfer some securities from its own investments to Mr. Verma PMS account at face value. Based on Reserve Bank of India guideline on portfolio management service, identify which of the following action by the bank violate the regulatory provision. We have to choose which of the following is violating the regulatory provision. First, investing in the client's PMS fund in the call money market for short term return, guaranteeing a minimum 8% return, transferring securities from the bank investment book to the client, charging a performance based fee instead of a fixed management fee. We have to choose which of the following violate the regulatory provision. Which of the following violate the regulatory provision? Everyone. So the correct answer is we have to choose the correct answer. Everyone. Start answering the question. Which of the following choose the correct answer? Choose the correct answer. Right. Regulatory provision. Only B, C, and D. Krishna is saying only B, and B, C, and D. And everyone else? Answer this question. It's very easy, simple. Just you need to look out the question, and it is very important as well. It is also very important for all of you, everyone. Now start answering this question, everyone. Okay. So, first of all, if the bank is accepting a fund under a portfolio management services, that should be for minimum 1 year. So you cannot invest in the short term money market instrument. So first is not allowed. They are violating the regulatory province. You cannot, as a bank, you cannot guarantee the annual return. You cannot transfer your investment to the client's account. You cannot charge a performance based fees. You should only charge a fixed management fee. So all of these are actually violating the regulatory provisions, because these are all not allowed under the portfolio management service. So if we talk about the correct answer, all of the above. All of the above is the correct answer. All of the above is the correct answer. C is the correct answer, guys. All of the above. Okay. Done. Okay. Next question. Frequency of the loan review depends upon dash loan amount, activity of the borrower, constitution of the borrower, or risk level of the account. Everyone. Frequency of the loan review depends upon what? Frequency of the loan review depends upon what? Loan amount, activity of the borrower, constitution of the borrower, or risk level of the account. Everyone. Yes, risk level of the account. Easy question. Okay. Yes, easy. Next question. Sita run a small business and projects her annual turnover to be 50 crore for the upcoming year. If Sita secures the bank working capital finance, how much of her own fund does she effectively need to use to meet the working capital requirement after accounting for her margin contribution? Simple question. How much of her own fund does she effectively need to use to meet the working capital requirement? Own fund. Calculate and answer. Calculate and answer. Very simple. Calculate and answer. Everyone, please answer this question. So, the correct answer is what? Okay, Krishna is saying A is the correct answer, and everyone else. Kiran is saying A is the correct answer, and everyone else. Very simple and easy question. Hmm. Simple question. 50 crore is the projected annual turnover. Okay. Now you know that 25% is the what? 25% of the 50 crore is total working capital required. It is 12.5, right? Now, bank finance, it is 20% of 50 crore, means it is 10 crore. And if own contribution is concerned, it is rest, means 2.5 is the own contribution. So A is the correct answer. Okay, this is the total one. This is the bank finance. Okay, and this is own contribution. Now in the bank finance, we need to see this, that 5 crore is the limit, because it is a small entrepreneur, they have a small business, so the limit is only 5 crore. So here it cannot be 10 crore, it is only limited to 5 crore. This is important. This is, I have already explained to you, right? Remember? Good. Next question. As per KYC guidelines, which of the following documents do not require to open an account for a company? Which of the following documents doesn't require for opening the account for a company? Everyone. Doesn't required. Everyone. Doesn't required. Please answer this question. answer this question. Which of the following document does not require to open an account for a company? All of the above are required. Certificate of incorporation, memorandum, and resolution of the board of director. These are all required. All of the above are required. Everyone does not require. Do the bank require? Sorry, do the bank require? So all the requirements, all are required. Okay. D, all of the above are required, everyone. Done. Next question. John deposit 1 lakh rupees in his saving account. In this scenario, he believe he is simply saving his money. Later, he take out a loan of 50,000 from the same bank. Considering the definition of debtor and creditor in both the situation, which of the following statement is true? John is a creditor to XYZ bank, but he deposit. When he deposit money, and he'll become a debtor only when he takes out the loan. Very simple. John is a debtor and a creditor to XYZ bank at the same time as he deposit and create a loan. John is solely the creditor and none of the above. Very simple question. Very simple question. You can all answer this question. Very simple question. You can all answer this question. So easy. Yes, John is both a debtor and creditor to XYZ at the same time because when he deposit the money, he is a creditor. When he withdraw or take out the loan, then he become the debtor. Okay. When he deposit the money, he is actually the creditor. And he become the creditor only when he take out the loan. So A is the correct answer, I think. No, 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 no. So A is the correct answer, guys. John is a creditor to XYZ when he deposit the money, but he become a debtor only when he take out the loan. Obviously, A is the correct answer. Not B, everyone. A is the correct answer. Done. A is the correct answer. Sorry. Not B, it's A is the correct answer. Okay. Now next question. Now, this is the last question, everyone. There is a power of attorney which was given on January 31st, 2022 by A to B. B has issued a check dated on 12th of Feb, but later on 28th Feb, the power of attorney is cancelled. A refused to pay the check signed by B. A is not liable as B's authority has been cancelled. A shall be liable if B is still alive. A is liable for the check as the check was signed when the authority was available to B or any of the above. Answer this question. Now it's very easy and simple question. You all have to answer this question, guys. Everyone, start answering this question. It's simple, it's easy question. Now it's the last question to everyone. Start answering this question. Power of attorney was given on 31st January and cancelled on 28th Feb. The check is drawn in 12th. So obviously is liable for the check as the check was signed when the authority was available to be. So C is the correct answer, everyone. Done? Clear? Okay. So thank you so much, guys. Thank you, everyone. This is the complete this is the complete final marathon for all of you. Everyone, best of luck for your examination. Best of luck. Just be very calm, just be very cool. Now you are all well prepared. Okay, just be very relaxed. Go with the relaxed mind for your exam. Don't be afraid, everything will be good. All the very best for your examination. I know that you are all very well prepared. Have a good sleep. Okay, don't waste your time. You have to have a very good sleep. Just wake up and relax and just go and kill the examination, everyone. I will be waiting for all your messages. Okay, I will be waiting for tomorrow's all your messages. Kindly, whoever are going, just kindly share the questions also with me. If not the whole question, just only shares the topic from where you are getting the question, everyone. Okay, thank you Krishna, thank you Kate, thank you Kiran, thank you Benhar, thank you Arun, thank you Anu, Swarna, thank you Devendra, thank you everyone who are watching this session. Okay, thank you so much. Please take care, everyone. Bye bye, have a very good night. Bye everyone, take care. Bye guys.